want to go for NYSC, he told me that because he has heard me talk about this, he told me, please, can you give me a place I will volunteer to work? I took him to an organization. I told the director, please, allow this young man, he wants to be leaving the house. Yes. Let him just come and work. 3 days ago, he told me that they've appointed him to supervise a very big supermarket and see what is happening there. And they are now talking to him to come and be a supervisor. Now you don't sit down there, and that's why I see. I don't sit down there and tell me there is no job. Because let me tell you, the light cannot shine. It must start from within. It must shine from within. Until you hate your present, you will never have the future you desire. You have to hate your present. Hate it. Hate it. This young man began to clean the place. After some months, no payment, nothing. Only God knows how he survived. He went to the manager and told the manager that he wants to travel to go and see his family. The manager said, well, you are not on our payroll. You were a volunteer. You are inconsequential. You can go anytime. Bye-bye. There's no problem.
But I'm sure he was missed.
Well, watch. Wow. This young man left. That day, the people, the aeronautic engineer, all of them came to start work, and they were asking the manager, where is this guy? The manager said, which guy?
I thought as much.
He said, where is this guy? He said, which guy? He said, the guy that used to clean here, give us. That guy was assisting us. You better call him. We need him now. Why? Because when they want to drop gearbox, when they bring 10 spanner, he will also help them to tie. He was there. That was that guy was employed as one of the aeronautic engineers. Now you sit down there and say, I have no man. That have been the complaint. Excuse is a currency of a poor-minded person. You have been spending that currency. What have you bought with it? I have nobody. My uncle did not train me. Nobody helped me. Even me, as I'm here in this studio, nobody helped me. I had to get fuel to come. How many times have you sent fuel to me? The truth is that you just have to
do something.
Be willing.
Yes.
Be willing, have a mind. To be mindless is to be worthless. You have to have a mind. Be ready to make sacrifice. It did it not shock you that people trek from Lagos? Because they wanted a kind of a system. They trek in solidarity for what they believe. But where are they? The truth is that what is the willingness of your mind? What are you ready to give for what you desire? You see, passion is the transportation of a future. You have to be passionate. That's a transportation. You have to be passionate, not money. That is how I always tell people, service is the rent you pay for every space you occupy. It doesn't matter your background. Once you have your backup, and your background should not make your back to be on the ground. You need to have your backup. Your backup should be action. 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 Where there's no action, there's no response. Everything remains at a starting position
until there's a push.
There must be a push. That force has to come. And now that force will not come. It has to come from the inside. What's your drive? I hate poverty with a passion. That makes me walk. I walk. There is a book I've written. I said, I fight poverty. I walk. Poverty kills faster than HIV. Poverty will kill your mother and your president. We send your children to know it will kill everything around you. You don't give that, and the only way is action. Whether a country, whether an organization, whether a family, poverty is a bad thing, and you should hate it. And you can also acquire it by not acting. Lie down like lizard, make excuse. The economy is bad, even though you did not read the cost. You know how much is $1, but yet you have not seen dollar once. What are you doing with your life? Do something before something will do you.
Thank you so much. Can I read out this? I like this. It says people usually procrastinate rather than work towards their objective. So that's another sickness there. Procrastination.
With the graveyard.
Graveyard, yes.
The graveyard of every good intention. That drawing is a very good. You even have 3D playing. What a beautiful building in the dream world. Wake up and act.
And begin to put blocks to ground.
To put blocks.
Yes.
Begin to put blocks.
Yes.
And nobody will give you on credit until they see your future.
That's true. Nobody will give you a credit until they see that you're a serious person.
Yes, serious person. That the serious man. That's it. They give. Men does not give to visitors. They give to vision.
Visionaries. Yes.
That vision. When they see, beautiful. They give you. Men.
All right. So I see something here I want to also share with us.
Right.
It says, it's a quote. It says, "A goal without a strategy is simply a wish." You
She
know,
was.
that story you gave about that little boy,
Yeah.
he had a strategy.
Yeah.
But the good thing was that he put some work into his strategy.
Definitely.
He said to himself, if I won't go to aeronautic school, at least let me go
to the aeronautic people themselves. Let me go to people that let me just go direct. That is what we call certificate. Let me meet those that sabi and ficate myself by reason of association. Now they've now sent for him.
Wow.
No, I beg to apply, no letter, no application.
See,
they
your supervisor boy today.
Yes.
I mean, from being a volunteer, that volunteering is also what a strategy.
I just dropped him there last month.
Yes.
It was even an excellence. I dropped him in the office. I said, I said, this boy have been with me. You know me, I said, give him that chance. The boy came and told me. In fact, he had two offers. I told me which one. I told him. I told him. I just give him a parable. I said, boy, make your choice. I drove off. So you have to. A lot of people, they don't want to do anything. Those days you have volunteer. You volunteer yourself. Don't look for money. I want to also tell you this. Those that look for money never get it. Look for service.
And the money will follow you.
Money will come for service. Money is a response to service. Money follows service. Now, if you are not serving, like for example, now I asked a lady. There was a lady. I saw this lady, and I thought this lady very young. He told me her story, how she was raped about 3-4 times, and all of those stuff. And now, somebody impregnated that has a child. I saw her story, very pathetic. I said, okay, what we are going to do, I'm going to help you. But in helping you, I need to also give you something to do.
Yes, you must be responsible.
What did I do? I gave her a house. I took that child, put the child in a school. I brought her into the office, and I said, be reading one book. As we finish the book, I give you book. Just be equipping yourself.
You are dealing with her office.
Yes, with her office. I put her in an office. Every day I give her, every 1 week, I give her a book to read. I say, just be equipping yourself. That baby take a free house, a salary to go.
Wow.
Just
education for your baby.
Then all you need to do is to clean the place where you stay, your office. Do you know that this girl was there, never cleaned the place? Never. It stays in the same compound, stays there. Then I watch her for like a month. I found out that, and he had taste. The other day I came, I said, okay, said he doesn't have telephone, he doesn't have gas. We'll give her gas, give her a place. He doesn't have telephone. I said, okay, how much telephone do you want to buy? He said he need the telephone for 35,000. I said, for what? Are they calling your name inside? So he said, okay, I should give her salary advance. So I now begin to study her.
Yes.
When I now saw that that's the way, and I called after about 2-3 months, you need to leave. I withdraw everything.
Opportunity lost.
I say I withdraw everything. Because I just like my father, God use reward and punishment. I don't do more than what daddy do. So the truth is this. There are a lot of people, you think that they want to work. You think that they want to work. They don't want to work. What they are looking for handout. They want to beg. They want people to pity their condition. Listen to me. Life is not for people that you can't succeed in life by being pitied. If you want to be pitied, you'll be pitied. You can't be pitied and become anything. No, you don't be pitied. Don't put yourself in a pitiable condition. Be committed by work. You can never succeed without work. Anywhere in the world, work is the currency of a future. If you don't have it, there's no future.
Wow. Did you hear that? Work is a currency for the future. All right, I want to take the last, I think, for this episode today, and this is talking about what? Distraction. Are you distracted? We talked about, focus earlier on. This is it. Be focused on your goal. All right, that's why my brother here will always say that without the goal post, on a soccer pitch, then all the 22 players will just be running all around the pitch, like mad people. But because there is a goal post, so the strikers, everybody's mindset is to do what? Is to drive the ball into what? Into that space called what? The goal post. So you need to stay on what? Your list. You need to stay on your strategy. you need to stay on your resources. You need to stay within your means and make sure that plan comes to pass. That is what was it. Yeah, like we said earlier, the only competition we permit you here to go after is self-competition. Don't compete with anybody else.
Or
Because
else you lose your
keep,
happiness.
or else, yes, you lose your happiness.
joy.
That's true.
Will
Yes,
not be fulfilled.
yes. I mean, for somebody who has a plane, and you say your objective for this year is that you will buy a plane. You know your means. You know what you are doing. You know how you know where you came from, your family. If you put all this things together, you're able to tell yourself, okay, this plane, maybe it's not now, maybe it's not this year. All right. If not, you will just get depressed. You know what they call depression? People who do not focus, people who are distracted, are people who usually get what? Who usually get depressed. Because they are looking at other people's things, and then if they feel they can't get those things, then they begin to ask, why me? You know that question? Why me? Why me? Am I the only one?
Yes. I always respond. If not you, who else?
Who else?
Why me? If not you?
You know,
who else?
why me? Why me? Why me? That's because we are not focused. You have something you want to do, stay on it, and make sure you achieve it.
You know, as we were talking, there is this parable looking at in book of Matthew.
Yes.
He talked about that the master gave talent
Yes.
according to their several
abilities.
Several.
Yes.
Now, you must appreciate what you have.
Yes.
And one of the things I have decided to do in my life is to appreciate what I have.
Stay on
I like what you have. I appreciate God for you.
But you have your own too.
But me, I'm going to stay with my own.
Yes.
Because me is me and for me and me for me.
Yes.
Now that is why you cannot vomit what you are not eating. A man cannot vomit what he has not eaten. So what you need to do is to love yourself. We talked about self-love in this program before. It's very important not to be distracted. If you only can improve on what you did yesterday, today, you will be celebrated. And you will celebrate yourself and move on. Don't be distracted. Appreciate what I have. You find out that the man that have, God cannot require from me what he has not given. He's not a wicked God. He's not. God will never. Now, even as ministers, as pastors, a lot of people have a lot of issues with their own life. Oh, look at that congregation. Oh, God is blessed. Who told you? You see, there's something I saw in the book of Numbers. Talked about God gave his servant a bad wagon. He gave 4 bad wagons to one of his servants. He gave 2. Then he gave 1 to the other one. He said the service of the priest does not need a bad wagon. He was a priest, but he said the service where I have called him does not need a bad wagon.
So stay like that.
For the service, for what he has called him to do, he need to carry that thing on his shoulder.
On the shoulder.
Now, this is the man that gave this assignment. I'm talking about God himself. Gave this assignment. Now, the man that God said he will carry the thing on his shoulder, that's the service. He have to use his shoulder. He gave the other one bad wagon. Let me tell you what is bad wagon. In this generation, bad wagon is called a beast. And I don't know if you see that car that was called a beast, very fine.
Yes, some years ago.
Some years ago. Now, some of them, the bad wagon somebody might be an aircraft. The service of that man demand an aircraft. Because the message of the king demand urgency. The other one, he just need to move.
Maybe just needs a motorcycle.
You need a motorcycle.
Or a tricycle.
So until you appreciate, you will depreciate. You will look at other people, and that's why you always cry, why me? Listen to me. No condition in life is permanent. Always go back to the original plan of the creator that was not created that make you. Appreciate what you have in life. Thank God for where you are. You will not die of hypertension if you learn to appreciate.
Yes.
Be thankful. Have a thankful attitude. Have a thankful manner. Thank God for where you are today. Thank him for where he's taking you to. Thank him for the future that you can see. I tell you something, you can make it. Don't give up. Maybe your husband today does not have that money like you said. I want to tell you this. Once upon a time, my marriage was 25 years some days ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And I turned 54 some days ago.
Congratulations.
And thank you, my brother. Now, and my son's birthday is going to be on Sunday, my first son. And his graduation is going to be next month. A lot of things is happening.
Celebrations.
But I want to tell you this. Once upon a time, I was doing Kabu Kabu in Jos.
Wow.
And as a pastor, I don't believe in idleness. An idle soul shall suffer hunger. He that gathereth by labor shall greatly increase. I believe that labor bring increase. As I begin to do those kabu and make sure I always have food to eat, because you just need to. If you are ready to pay the price, you will have it from the counter. If you are ready. What do you want to become? It doesn't matter the position you find yourself today. There are a lot of people, they don't cooperate with their partner. You need to learn to cooperate with your partner. Believe that you become what God said you can become. You can make it. There's nobody today you see in his glory that does not have a story. Your story is not completed yet. Don't give up. You can make it. Everything in life has its own time. When you mature, you will manifest. When you mature, you see, a pineapple that is not ripe does not complain that there's no customer. Because it's not ripe. The one that is ripe, they will point and kill.
Of course.
They will take it.
Yeah.
So I want to encourage you that we really love you on this program and we want you to succeed. Young man, you are there. Be good at what you know. Be good at what you are doing. See that a man that is diligent in his business. He will not stand before men. He will stand before kings. Before you come, they will announce you at the gate.
Right.
I tell you, be diligent in anything you do. Forget about the economy of a country. Your blessing is beyond the scope of a country. You are a continental man. You are a continental woman. Let me tell you, they will send for you. When Joseph was kept, on that day, his gift manifested and they sent for him. When he was going, he needed to shave. You will soon shave. Don't worry, you will soon shave.
New appearance.
I'm telling you, you will drop that coat. Because where you are going, you can't appear like this.
Of course. It's a coronation
you can't appear like this. Hey! You can't appear like this. You
Come
can
on.
make it. Well, until you see our next edition, this is Simon Asmota. I am Brother Callisto say, we love you.
We love you.
You
can
make it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
God bless you.